Good morning. Welcome to plot 2. How has your week been? Mine has been very busy collecting leaves and just general getting on top of everything really. We're currently in the greenhouse at plot 1. I have bought some leaves and some pine needles, and I'm gonna just try and sort this out a little bit. This is the majority of the spent compost. You can see but what I thought I would do is I thought I would get a bag of leaves and I thought I would cover it in cardboard and water it. Water's off. So that's it guys, we're on water, but water's already off. I'm going to get some homemade compost. Same sort of principle really. I've got a bag of this, which is kind of a leaves, grass, all sorts really. And this I'm just using to bulk out the beds really. It will rot down. And I just need another breeze block in that corner. Right, this should do the trick. If we go like that, and like that, get rid of that bindweed, soil. Now what I could have done there was put some rabbit manure on, but I don't appear to have any. So that's given me a lot more growing area really. I've literally just got the space where I walk in now, and the area here for clutter, but that's going to be a much better area. And then what I'll do is at the beginning of spring I will get some farmyard manure and some compost, and it'll get top dressed with that. This will all have rotted down a bit over the winter, and the cardboard hopefully will have done its job with any weeds. Today I would like to tackle this strawberry bed. As you can see, we've got nettles, we've got grass, we've got strawberry runners trying to set in paths, and we have been working on a strawberry bed down at plot 2, so we will, any runners that have got some roots on, we will run down and pop them in there. This will be a time lapse because it will take a long time to do. We've got dock, we've got all sorts. We are also at the point where any flower seeds that are dry and ready in the flower bed need to be harvested. So we will do that because the frost is coming at some point this week. We are emptying the carrot bed because the slugs are getting to them and they are starting to split. We are getting a lot of carrots that look like that, but then we're getting some all right ones that look like that. So that's a good little job. When you pull them up, you're just getting some. I mean, actually that's quite a good batch. Oh no, it's not. There you go, look. You're just getting some. They've got holes in them, the slugs are getting to them. If you remember, I did not thin them out, and the reason for the carrot bed down at plot 2 made of pallets is because I wasn't sure if we did get the root fly. We're going to come back to that job in a second. And where's the osteopernum, if it's still alive? I grow osteopernum every year. Oh, there's a bit of it there. So that will be dug out and put in a pot, and I will take some cuttings of that for next year. I do the same thing every single year. And the same with the nasturtium bed, which is around here. The mint will be chopped down, or the herbs will be chopped down, and the nasturtium bed, that will all be tidied up and sorted out, and any seed saving will be saved. So they were the onions I put in by set, which I feel like wasn't very long ago. A few days. Wow, that could mean they're going to bolt. I did think they might. Anyway, we'll see if they bolt. If they just slow down when the frost hits, hopefully they will. Quite sure about that, because they have not been in long at all. And then we've got this whole pile of mess. The wind has demolished my structure, so that's got to come down. I had left it because there was a few beans still on it drying out. Fennel's now gone to flower. Pumpkin is not going to ripen anymore and has finished, so those weeds want digging out. So that's where we're at today. We're going to have a couple of hours. I've pulled all the carrots out. You can see that they're here. They'll all be going home today and be sorted at home. It's been a really rainy week, so there's not been much opportunity to get up here. Let's get the tape off. There isn't a lot of tape on these because I've been through them all once, but sometimes you just miss bits. This is still the homemade compost that I bought from the greenhouse guy. I don't really struggle with bindweed on this plot. That's down at the other one. Plot 2, it's a nightmare. This is all snapdragon. I quite literally just cut that down and just let it rot down into the bed. A bit of fresh compost over that mint. Now what will happen with that is that will go in the greenhouse, and I will take some cuttings and have several, 5 or 6 for the start of next year ready from that one plant. And they do survive if you leave them in the greenhouse. Pretty perfect fit. This is my last bag of organic farmyard manure. It's bigger, I might as well use it. Of course now, I can't find the scissors. Sun's setting already. That's a prime example. That was a sealed bag of farmyard manure, and that's got a worm in it. Right, saving that bit because I want that bit for over here. Now this bed, I freshly made this bed last year, and it had such a lot of stuff on it that I'm not going to go nuts, but it did have a lot of perennial weeds in it, and the ones I've missed I'm just going to take up. Now what's probably happened here is these are not the jobs I said I were going to do today. That very often happens. I will water that because we need some more of it. Right, get all that picked up. What I'm going to do with that is I'm going to cover it with cardboard. I mean, obviously you don't want grass and dandelions, but I think when it's like nasturtiums, that are just the frost's going to kill them anyway. I don't see any reason why you can't chop them down, let them rot down into the soil, save your seed, win-win. Now there will be a lot of seed dropped into this bed as well. I'm not sorting through it. I don't mind if it regrows. That is that area done. When spring comes, this will have some fresh compost put on the top. Job's a good one. That's it for today. Time to go home. The strawberry patch needs probably a session on its own, as does this back plot, this back section of the allotment. That probably also needs a section on its own. Still got tomatoes in there. I've chopped some of the herbs down and dealt with some of that. And then I've got this section. A lot of this is fruit that's behind me here. Gooseberries, blackberries. A lot of that needs to go down to the other one. And just a general sort. We've also got bags of tomatoes that I've been bagging up to rot down so that they didn't reseed. So yeah, quite a bit of. Also want to come with a bucket of water one day and give the greenhouse a bit of a wash, owing to the fact that my wonderful greenhouse at home is so clean. I know I've got mud all over me because I wipe, when I've got my gloves on, I wipe my hair out my face. Tomorrow's another day. See you soon.